Tonight, there is a renewed sense of optimism for Palm Desert businesses. The city is welcoming back customers and also preparing for its annual golf cart parade. I spoke today with the Palm Desert Chamber of Commerce CEO, Randy Florence. Randy, good to see you again. First off, tell us about what's happening right now with businesses in Palm Desert.
Well, it's pretty exciting out there right now. Obviously, since June 15th, when things opened up a little bit, you're seeing a lot more people out. You're seeing a lot more activity in all of our business centers, not just El Paseo and Highway 111, but all the way up to the north along 10. Things have gotten a lot busier and a lot more exciting.
And one of the things people are looking forward to is the golf cart parade that's going to be happening in October. Tell us about that.
Yes, I'm so excited. You know, last year we weren't able to hold it for obvious reasons, but coming up will be the 56th annual golf cart parade. It'll be on October 31st at 12 o'clock. And this thing really is, you know, I wasn't necessarily sure I believed it when I moved to town, but it is world famous. I've talked to people from all over who know about our golf cart parade. Our theme this year is going to be 2021 Unmasked, which is kind of goes two different ways on Halloween and with what we're experiencing right now. We'll have up to generally 8,000 to 10,000 people in attendance, and we'll have about 80 golf carts. We're also planning on making a pretty big announcement in the next week on a very special Grand Marshal selection. So I'm looking forward to putting that out also.
Ooh, we look forward to hearing about that. It just seems like there's this renewed sense of optimism among the business community. Do you agree?
Yeah, the last time I talked to you, I talked a lot about the emotions of the community and the businesses, and you absolutely can feel it. We did our first in-person mixer for the chamber at Kaiser Grill a couple of weeks ago, and it was on the 16th, so the day after everything opened, and we had over 100 people in there, and everybody was just so excited to be next to each other, seeing each other, and networking again. You can feel the excitement in the community.
So glad to hear. I also want to ask you about drive-thrus in Palm Desert, because I know yesterday the city council decided to uphold the ban on drive-thrus in the southern part of the city along Highway 111, and you were a part of that conversation.
I was. You know, part of the Chamber of Commerce is an association called the Desert Restaurant Association. So it was my responsibility last night to give our position on the drive-thrus at the city council. And the Desert Restaurant Association and the board of directors of the chamber had actually chosen not to accept the staff recommendations and to continue the ban on drive-thrus in Palm Desert.
I'm curious if you're hearing reaction from folks, only because I did a story, as you know, about drive-through drama in Palm Desert.
Yes.
And, one of the key arguments that people make is that La Quinta, Rancho Mirage, other cities in the valley, except for Indian Wells, allow drive-throughs. So what makes Palm Desert different, I suppose?
Well, the feeling that we had at both the chamber and the DRA was Palm Desert has created something special over the last 40 years. And every city council has worked very hard to maintain that specialness. Drive-throughs not being allowed on 111 is one of those items that we think adds to the personality of the city. You know, the city has shown a lot of progressiveness over the last few years in growth initiatives. So I don't look at this as a lack of progressiveness as much as I do them just wanting to maintain something that every city council has for the last 40 years.
I'm curious, a year from now, how do you think Palm Desert will be compared to where it is now?
Well, I think we're going to, we'll see more full-time businesses open. You know, we're seeing more full-time population coming into town, Peter, and you know that. And we're seeing younger population coming into town. So I think one of the things that I'm very encouraged about is we're going to see more full-time businesses. We may not see some of that seasonal stuff last year like we see every year. I think what we're going to see next year is probably also some solutions around the hiring challenges that many of our businesses are having. You know, some of the incentives will go away that have kept people from potentially going back to work. So we'll see some of that open up. Employment will pick up again. I see 2022 as being a fantastic year for us. I mean, all of our events are coming back. You know, just the things that we all want to go to and we all want to see are going to be back. I couldn't be more excited about having this job right now. I picked a good time to start.
Oh, you certainly did. Your timing is good. Randy, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining.
Thank you, Peter.